time it is. Either way, welcome to my floor. I'm Luna, and I am trying out my new setup. Haha. I can actually have the games on, like, high quality. However, does not mean I actually know if everything's gonna work the way it should. We'll see. We shall see. I still have this one for my... I wonder if I can just lean it there. Maybe that works. Okay, let's do this. Straight into Archon Quest again, so I can get forward with that. I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing? Is that a... It is. Oh, sneaky. Okay, so I'm not going in here. Where am I actually going? Well, this way. Let's see then. It's weirdly nice to be able to put my my head against the wall, even though it's not a very fun background, but we'll get there. Hopefully. I have plans, I can't do them at the moment. I'm also looking for something to put my flappies on while I stream. At the moment I'm having everything in my lap, so that I don't have to tense my shoulders. Chests! Give me treasure! Treasure! Is it just me, or did the sound quality get better too? Is that a thing that can happen? Like, I'm not actually sure. Am I on? I am. Hehehe. We're here. And I'm on. Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you. Any longer, we would have postponed it until tomorrow. How are you feeling today? Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me. Relieved to hear it. If anything changes, just let me know. Happy to check on you over any... No, that's not the words. Those aren't words. Those are words, just not the right ones. Oh, I was like, what is this that I'm finding in my... blanket, that's the word. I don't know. There's a kilo. Yeah, no, it's a bunch of little pieces of cardboard from when I unpacked everything last week. Dezuk, how are you doing? Why is there just so much hair too? Like, okay, I know you probably can't see this. It starts up here, and it goes all the way down here. That's not my hair. There is absolutely nowhere this is my hair. Why do I keep getting the other people's hair on my blanket? It's so... It gets so hairy. Why is this so annoying to me anyway? I got sidetracked. Hi, how are you doing? So sidetracked. Anyway. Hi. I hope the imposter hat... Yeah, it's probably Hannah's or her boyfriend's. I have not checked what he wants to be called, so I'm not saying anything about that. Hannah, however, gave me permission to use her actual name because she said Hannah's common enough, no one's gonna know. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Anyway, how are you? We'll see how the setup is. Is the sound okay? Is the everything okay? I don't know. I don't know. Yes. Happy to check you over at any time. Yeah, that's the word. Those are the sentences. I mixed... Anyway, I can't speak today. I have not spoken to another person out loud all today, and it's not working. Anyway, moving on. Maybe I should actually open my window. Anyway. Everything looks good and sounds good so far. Yay! Thank you for checking with me. For me. Yeah. Words, not my thing. I mean, it should be my thing, but it's not. Yeah, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know. I don't know what voice to give this dude.
Oh, wait, where's Never?
How are her eyes doing? Words. Words. This tongue ain't built for words. Yes. I don't know what it is made for though. Maybe tasting, but even then, only sometimes. Nephra's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you. I feel like he has the typical, like, anime protagonist voice. That's why I'm talking like that. Never! Who I gave my Furina voice to.
Never!
I am Paimon. This has never changed. Paimon, are you recovering well? Much better thanks to a good rest. I feel like those sentences are just weird. What is the localization team doing? Anyway, enough of me thinking it's a weird language, because that ain't gonna stop happening anytime soon. But you're looking well too. Turns out that the Moonchanters really got some talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple of days rest. I can actually open them again now. Yeah, that's useful. It's very useful to be able to see through your eyes.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Mama says you're not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
So no computer for her. Yes, thank you. I'm very well aware. Yeah, hold on. Could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure, coming. Did you hear that? I'm gonna help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. Do be sure. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like them sweet?
I do not. I want either refreshing or sour. My favorite is a virgin mojito and make it sour. Most places do not make them sour enough.
You bet. Make it extra sweet because Paimon's earned it. Sure thing.
Am I?
Yeah, that's all looking good.
This computer is running so smoothly. I can't get over it. It's so nice. Yeah, I'm actually able to have the game on high quality. Where's the info though? Is that here? No. Wait, I'm missing one of the docs. That's not the correct thing. Twitch starts?
That's where it is.
Okay. Sorry. I was just like, there's something missing in this. Because, like, I had to my entire day has been, like, cleaning up, setting everything in order, and, like, installing OBS, connecting everything, getting everything in order, and I was like, wait, something's missing on the screen. What am I missing? There we go. I think that should be all of it now. Why so serious? What's on your mind? That Ahur of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? More of a wolf in my mind. No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one, who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere.
Venomous.
Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for others has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. We still don't really know. No, we do. Never mind. I'm just lost. I guess he didn't like seeing people go down the path of vengeance. Go vengeance path is what I read. Dyslexia. It's been a lot recently. We were trying to search for a book at work and I just read it wrong entirely. Did not work. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But to me, I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. I think it can be a good thing to have. Like, feel. You just shouldn't let it consume you. You can hate something and still live your life with love and, like, positivity and hope in other areas. I'm still allowed to hate mayonnaise, for example. Or people who are racist. But that doesn't mean, like, I'm letting that hatred consume my life. I think there's a difference. Why do I keep going on, like, these incredibly philosophical rants when I'm... Oop, let's see if this works. When I'm playing Genshin. It just doesn't... This game doesn't seem like it should be the thing that triggers that. Anyway. Maybe I'm just serious in nature. What else is left when everything you depend on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. Could also be spite. I think spite and hatred are two different things, but spite is a great motivator. When I look at your life, I see a lot of things that you can depend on. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their backs on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Yeah. Oh, father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. It is unfortunately useful.
Move this. Move that so I can reach my tea. Haha. Tea. And yes, I have it right here. Ooh.
There we go. Look at Eva's king. Thoth. As a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I bet he'd feel the same way. That you're his father? I feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense, girl. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
I spilt my tea.
Sadly, I've never heard the Ibis' king's voice. What's he actually like? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison. Posed three questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, and hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. Sounds like he was nice enough to you. You definitely sound like father and daughter. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was quite scared, so he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. Apologies. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is it any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. I don't think Rerid worked as a spy. He worked as an executioner, and there's a difference. A spy can simply be gathering intel. It's not what he did. It's what is this word? Preposterous. I'm sorry. And yet I can't say I don't understand it. Lies live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to live on. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? A liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. I don't think any soul is worthless. I have to disagree. Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion, even for liars. Everyone lies. that doesn't necessarily mean everyone is a bad person. And even a bad person, I still think their soul has a value. They are still a person. So, yeah. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing, because all they care about is themselves. Like I said, there's a lot of people, everyone lies. That doesn't mean they're all bad people. Sometimes you lie to protect people. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. I have a feeling some people over there may have overheard that. So be it. They've sharp ears. I can't keep everything from them. Is that your way of saying you've warmed up to them now? Oh, is that what it looks like? What it looks like is you're starting to see us as your friends. Well, you know all of my past now, and I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows about too much. So I guess I have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. So she's saying she has to put up with us until she finds a way to kill us. Oop. Ooh. My neck. I think I need to wash this thing. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest place is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend, but don't forget, I'll be watching you like a hawk. Sure. Very good.
No, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, I suddenly remembered something.
What is it?
Yeah, okay. After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Song of the Welcome completed.
Ooh.
A noise is coming from indoors. Am I imagining things? Ooh. Can you hear the computer is my question too. Because like it is making noise, but it's not super loud, so I'm wondering if the mic is picking up on it. Ooh. So that close colleague who stayed behind with you, what's he been up to recently? Ma'am.
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although now that you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if
he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he's ever given the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on.
Hello.
He won't lie low forever, so we'd better stay on guard. Is this Dottore? Because I'm assuming we're gonna meet him. Because Colombina needs his thing to like level up her weapon. I totally haven't seen that there's a match against him because of that.
Never.
Dori.
Oh, Lord Sangima Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia? What?
What kind of voice does she have?
Why come and ask me if you're clearly already know? No. Why come and ask me if you clearly already know?
I mostly came to thank you. Dori, you came up to her. She's sitting down. She didn't come to you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangamabe.
I think I say that wrong every time.
Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
This is how bad my dyslexia is at times. I read puppy, not supplier. I thought she was calling him a puppy. Calling her a puppy. And I was like, that can't be right. So I had to like look again. Supplier became puppy.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the curatorium. Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First I'm hearing about it.
Well, you can't do any... what's it called? Any business if the place is dead.
Let's see, the first plot of land you purchased in Notcry, your desert interests, and... Shh! Stop! What do you think you're doing, exposing my investment history?
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfect legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary. Yes, I heard about that too. A sanctuary for what?
How did you know?
You're a curious case, Lord Sangamame. Sure. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? I mean, never. That sounds just like you. But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, there's always a... Where there's a will, there's a way. I can't read today. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured I'd build something there. It might as well get some use in emergencies. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine, where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
I think everyone would love to be, like, economically independent. To not have to worry about it. I think that is very much human nature. To crave that stability, kind of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora. You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, make a little nice slice for myself along the way. A little nice slice.
Why is that so fun to say?
A little nice slice. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
Independent.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been far away from home for a long time.
Yeah, so long that I barely remember what my family even looks like.
What would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, it's been years since my sister passed away.
Oh, I kind of assumed when she was like, my sister's dream was to have a sanctuary. It's like, she's probably dead.
It's not that I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind. It's become a vague impression.
Which is why pictures are important.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest. Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in it all.
Well, that plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have a tons of more now, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be.
How old are you?
You got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of more to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. And then there was Lauma and... No. It's the Mondstadt crew. Mondstadt. Like, I should have guessed that it's like... That Mondstadt is Moon City. The part that I didn't catch was... Moon, actually. Because... Town in Swedish is stad. So I was like, yeah. That's a city. No, you're holding up. Any other best reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
Yep. Eh. Let go. Thank you.
It's in the wrong direction.
There. I can turn it. Just give me a moment. There we go. You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so.
What? You're too humble, young man. You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nordgrai. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of affirmation. I haven't learned that yet, it's fine. Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, what an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get your job done. Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. During played a big part in forming the alchemical array. See, did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment. Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare the battle. No point in denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Seriously, great work, everyone. You all outdid yourselves. Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Luan. Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Nope, that's not the word. That's not the voice.
You know how to order at a bar now? You learned a lot recently. Handing out drinks. A drink order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
I believe it. Other than, the dragon wings.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Maybe.
The nanda. Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the powers of Kawaki, and that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Colombina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. Yeah, it was smart. Convert his power to ours.
It's like Aikido that I used to do.
For this to work, we had to analyze the mode of his attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. That's hard for me to say. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power, then During possessed it to render it usable to Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible. What surprised me was that Daniel's slave actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out, but we're extremely grateful for the decision he made. Confronting a former friend in battle, that can't have been easy. Isn't that what we're gonna have to do with our sister?
It must have been a painful choice to make, but I'm sure that making a decision was far better on him than staying in limbo.
Yes. That's normally bad. Apologies. Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now it's time to kick back and celebrate. 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 No, ma'am.
That's the only reason you're here? Yes, I thought a lot about it, and I realized that you, me, and Abdokino should be friends. I think it's very important, so I felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active, but if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down. If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point? Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
There's a shiny up there. I don't know entirely where that is, but I saw it.
I saw the shiny.
Catching up with a friend? Hope I'm not interrupting. She's in my party, though.
Last time, the Wild Hand escorted you out. Would you rather I handle it myself this time? We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over. Why? Out of concern for my safety? Huh. I hope you didn't seriously think that the Racher of Slonadi would be able to lay as much of a finger upon me, given how prepared I was. Mostly because you kinda helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
I spy books and teacups on the table. Afternoon tea, so we are interrupting after all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time's already right off. The visitor before you...
Ooh, that's also shiny.
There's a shiny in the corner there too. Where are we?
Please tell me we, end here, and I'm actually here. So I can grab this shiny, because I don't know where I am.
The visitor before you already managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste.
Well, I have my tea, thank you. The outside is very pretty and monocolored, but the inside is basically stained glass, and I love it. Wait. Thank you. I can't tell more than that because I'm worried the little tea I have is gonna fall off. Onto my microphone.
My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead. Whoa, that's a pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations. You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. Scribblings.
Scrubblings. Scrubblings. That should be a little creature.
I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past, sometimes the far-flung future.
Remember the future, huh? So time is not linear.
And other times I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crossword in the newspaper. This is my equivalent to that.
I don't do crosswords, but I've gotten super into Sudoku. Sudoku? How do I say it? Anyway, yes, that.
Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming, and writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite.
Favorite. Sorry, T in Swedish is spelled T-E. Tia. Favorite.
If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Lord Artificer? You mean Alain Goulotin? Maybe? That sounds French. Sorry for the pronunciation.
Who else? Pretty much all the mechas in Fontaine are his personal handiwork. Wait. Are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend? I mean, I guess we're friendly enough.
So you've actually met him, but he lived hundreds of years ago. So you actually met him?
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all.
I'm not sure you can be considered normal then.
We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around, before he passed away. He asked me to destroy all of his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that.
I don't know how to say this name, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, remember the 3 years of French I did, and it's not working.
Would have been such a waste. So, where are the formulas in your notebook from? I told you, those are my equivalent to crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Elaine's work is like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process.
Because they're too simple, or...?
Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob.
Is this the ones? Yeah, I was gonna say Narcisse and Kraus.
They spent their childhood years together in the Narcisse and Kraus Institute.
The ones we had something with a world quest, right?
They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them, but it was all friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. A sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, an apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics began to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Elaine had been people of lesser wits...
I love the background music at the moment. The little, it's very nice.
That dream probably would have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect. It grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee.
That should be... No, is that the one in the... in the quest?
Against Elaine's wishes, he persisted.
He? I guess names don't actually have gender.
He persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their lives. Elaine did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Elaine wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell that he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind even then. The next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world even before the apocalypse came. Doesn't sound very fun. And although that wave died down, eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance.
Now that has to be the world quest.
As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though, of course, by then it was far too late. Luan, what do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius, his view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really, just a matter of perspectives.
I do not admire him. Listen, there's a the whole the ends justifying the means. I don't think that's true. We cannot fix the world by becoming what's wrong with it. So I think he was misguided.
Really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or because he failed. Maybe you have some other reason. Renee no longer exists in this world, and the dream he started went on to be realized by someone else.
What about you? What's your take on Renee?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology, nor do I like fools who let their delusions take the control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person, but he had a sage-like intellect and still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires.
Still human.
Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Elaine. Guillotine? Is it Guillotine? The Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Elaine lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his friends and family was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Elaine sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Lane continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friends. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort.
Might be. Trauma and all that.
Yet Lane's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Narcissus Krauss Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Narcissus Krauss Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories.
That's where the dragon and that stuff is.
Apparently, they worked wonders in sending the kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time was was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered.
Yep, that's the dragon place. At the very end, he lay down to rest in the ruins of the former Narcissenkraus Institute orphanage. Why is it always an orphanage? While the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing to do with Elaine. And that is the story of two people from the Narcissenkraus Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on this fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes for saving the world? Even the greatest tree starts as a tiny seed, so perhaps for each of them their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire, to save themselves. Funny as well that she's saying tree, since like Irminsul and all of that. That's the one here, right? Yeah. Yeah? Yes. Because, like, trees seem to be one of the big images in this world.
They were young children with friends and families who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away by one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Luan, do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
I mean, it's like that scene in what's it called? My brain. Not Rise of the Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy. My brain did not want to provide the correct. I'm gonna try and move this a little bit because the light keeps switching. Maybe like that. Where they're like, "Why are you trying to save the world?" Because I'm one of the idiots living in it. I think it's... Why not? If by saving yourself, you save other people, I don't think... Like, I heard someone say once that was like... Even if in your life you're only able to save one person, and that person is yourself, that is enough. If you can save other people too, then that's great, but... You gotta start somewhere. It's enough.
The way you said that sounded just like Elaine. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energies into his work. He gave the exact same answer you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. Anyway, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me.
That was a long thing.
Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Are we actually going to be here? Kind of. I guess I was in there somewhere. But I don't know where. I'm assuming it's the top of this. That there's a shiny. There. I should also be able to do this. Haha. We'll do that later. Where are we at this? There we go. Catherine?
Thank you for waiting.
I finished checking your adventurer's handbook. Here are your commission rewards. We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Amazing! I never thought we'd end up having downtime in Notcry.
I mean, we still haven't found our ship.
Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the Wild Hunt causing chaos or the Federation stirring up trouble. I felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, all ready to go boom at any moment.
Oh yeah, that's what those are, I forgot. Exploding barrels like just slime in a barrel. We really have achieved a lot since we've been here, huh? Traveler and the Paimon. The Traveler and Paimon strike again.
That's right. Another win for Tevat's top duo.
Oh, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Oh yeah, Owen told us that thing was coming up soon. Wait, why do you mention it though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it too? I thought it was just for the moon goddess worshippers.
You are partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. I mean, I don't either with any holidays, so... The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Science. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to another. Over time, it became Notcry's most lively festival.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
I'm definitely up for it.
Great. Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed. We didn't get to follow up on it at the time because we got wrapped up in the whole railway situation. But now we can finally start investigating properly.
Except we have no idea where to start.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes... If you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for.
Normally a bug. You will normally find a bug.
By that logic, you'll find what you're looking for when you're searching. But the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
You'll never find what you're looking for when you're searching. I'm not sure it's as simple as that.
Could be worse than though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff. For now. And just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go.
I mean, I feel like spaceship intel would be a pretty big deal. We haven't seen Columbine in a while. She used a huge amount of power in the final battle against Reddit and has been much weaker since then. I don't know if I can do anything to genuinely help her, but surely a little chat can do no harm. One other thing that concerns me is we've seen no trace of the doctor so far. Haha.
What's wrong? You look super serious all of a sudden.
I was just thinking of Columbina and the doctor.
Huh? Paimon gets why he would be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything?
We learned back in Nutland that he's been investigating the moon, but he's been suspiciously absent so far. That's true, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fadui.
Yeah, we are.
Is it weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time? What could he be up to?
Engrossed in one of his experiments, perhaps? Either way, he's current in... It's a good thing. Is it though? Because I don't trust what he's getting up to while he's inactive. Why is it so dark? I have light on me. Why am I so dark? Is it because the sun is literally right here? I don't know.
True, Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe it's the pressure of being a
Fetus? Fatus? Fadri? Is that what it's supposed to say? What is Fatus? Have I missed something? Fatus? What is a Fatus?
Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something?
Maybe?
But then every time we've had it out with Reddit, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
Paimon, I think I have a feeling she might have heard that.
What? Relax, she's not even here. Oh!
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, we'll be on our way now. Where were we going again? Oh yeah, Columbina. Right, yeah. Let's go see Columbina.
She forgot that Catherine is a robot that she built. Oopsie. Do I have the focus mode? I do not. Because I'm worried that, like, it's gonna be annoying and kick me out of something otherwise. Oh, we get the good music now. I need to switch this character's element. Is it noticeable that I've been listening to that song a lot? My throat's starting to hurt now.
Hey, she's sitting up.
Is it me? Is me sitting here such a rare sight?
No,
No, we just thought you'd be resting. Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak? I didn't realize you put so much thought into things like that. Float. She's just like lowered down. That looked funny. Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs, but my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
return home? So you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain in Tevat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduce to dust or turn into food for the flowers. I mean I will cease to exist entirely.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you, but it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return? The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Tevat. The Kawaki on this island will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, I didn't get it. Like a slingshot.
Yes, that's what it is. You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted to the moon. If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the fall sky. I will be using a much greater, gentler approach, But I do like the analogy. Analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways. It does feel like that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you're enjoying it. I've always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth. It has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is it a gesture of affection, or is the world mocking me? Oh, were you hoping I can answer that? Yes, you're a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area. Then what I would say is enjoy the moment. Indeed. Enjoy it while you can, and then keep the memories close while you're away.
That's right. Don't overthink it. Happiness is happiness, and joy is joy. The point is to enjoy it, not to analyze it.
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I'm very tired right now, I'm still happy. I can't tell from the tone of your voice. Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy? Nope. I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you. Ah. A joke. Albeit not a funny one. She's kind of funny though. Anyway, I assume you're here about you know what. Give me your hand. Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you. Oh? Then do you still want to give me your hand, or not? Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the Past, people here would hold celebrations to the moon goddess's honor. Since you helped me so much in our fight against the Rachar of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinion on this yet, but I thought I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night. I've never joined a Moon Prayer Night before. I'm not even sure what I do.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of everything. All you need to do is show up.
I mean, I'm kind of sad about this character disappearing. Yeah, I think it's the sunlight. But hey, it got really, warm light all of a sudden.
Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this feels like a golden opportunity. But they call me Kutar. And the father have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in the public right now. Yeah, there will definitely be complications, but I'll make it work. You have my word. Yeah, we got your back. Well, he does. Paimon's actually not too sure what he's planning.
You wouldn't. All right, if you're sure, I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, there is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure, guess it's between you two. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
See you on the night of the thing. Which is probably when Dotori is gonna show up, isn't it? They're turning white, pink, purple, I don't know. What did that mean again? More energy or less? Oh, white now. And also, I do not know. Why was that kind of ominous? That's the word.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part.
Ooh. I scratched.
Llama's gonna be the person most familiar with the prune night. We should...
Prune? Prune?
Also, what exactly is your plan to keep herself safe?
Not sure. Well, I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? The Llama even gave you her photo confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky?
I mean, if we say we're gonna figure it out, we probably will. Where am I going? I'll teleport to this one. Yeah, I might have to turn this off. And actually have the sound on soon, because my throat is starting to hurt. I don't want to, I want to keep doing silly voices, but my throat is not cooperating today.
Hey Llama, it's us. Huh? Raka? What are you doing here?
Beats me. I had a bit of too much drink last night, and when I woke up I was on Hazel Island. Maybe you should have less to drink. Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for the moon prayer party. He's here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs. Cloth! Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean that too?
So preparations are already on the way? Yes. Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top of the branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens. It's especially a welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rerir. Everyone's got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind these events are true or not. Like most holidays. Even the Frost Moon signs are eagerly awaiting the coming of the Moon Prayer Night, despite not knowing that their past beliefs were founded on falsehood.
That's fair. It's all a bit like the Lantern Rite in Leo. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
Although in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist. We've met them plenty of time.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope that's okay.
Wait, so you mean she agreed to it? That's quite a surprise. Oh, the sun behind there. Cool. Then I suppose she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor. I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kutar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. He was saying how it would be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
I mean, she's basically hiding her face already. Wait. My pillows have slipped. Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn, we may have bitten off more than we can chew here. Maybe.
Oh, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, but the most important thing with the festival is to keep the moonlight and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves. Okay, I think I need to actually switch now. My throat is hurting. We'll have their voices. Oh yeah, I switched to Japanese. Again. Mondo Jinはポジティブだよな。
ファルカさんの言う通りだ。
言う通りだ。
今はまずクータルへの気持ちを祭りの雰囲気に溶かし込もう。
Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuta the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. That makes sense.
探し物は石の下にあるものだ。
Maybe it will. She did say the same thing. Huh?
楽しみになってきたな。
Huh?
モンドじゃ初めてウィンドブルーム祭に参加する恋人たちは世界一の表情をするもんだ。
Yes.
きっと月神のジョーちゃんも最高の表情を見せてくれるさ。
Yeah.
それはちょっと違うような。
Yes. But still.
マシャタウンの方は俺に任せてくれ。飾りについては草月の子に頼んだ。そっちの装飾の方が伝統的で美しいからな。
That's true. They've the ones that have been doing it the longest, so they should be able to do decoration.
それ以外にも賑やかな祭りに欠かせないのが仲間の存在だ。
Nakama no sonzai. The existence of companions. Which I do think companionships make more sense. We'll take care of that part.
立つ前に草月の子の方で準備しているものを紹介しよう。ちょうどファルカさんも見たいと言っていたのでな。
What are we gonna
クー
see?
タルの決断について私からも聞いておきたいことがある。
Well, we had some things to tell you from that apparently. Oh my god. Where in the world am I? I think I'm supposed to follow them, but I wanted the picture.
なんだこれ。こいつらなんだか楽しそうだな。
Hmm.
月齢はああいう太鼓を使って音楽を演奏するのが得意なのだ。どこで演奏を覚えたのかはわからぬが。
That's true. Where did they learn to play those?
生まれつきの才能って可能性もあるな。こいつらにとっては単なるおもちゃなのかもしれない。
Playing with toys? I mean, that should be the feeling of music, but still.
レオノタル、お前も遊びたいのか。
Oh, ours. Right, yes. It is very cute. Guess
音
not.
楽してるみたいだな。
She looks more confused than anything. Oh, the poor
今
baby.
度機会があったら、オイラたちが教えてあげようぜ。
Hmm. 教えてあげよう。I don't know what that is doing, but
あのふわふわしてるのはなんだ。
fluff.
月のベール、建物の飾りだ。
Moon waves?
月のベールを通して空を見ると霧がかかったような景色になり、とても美しいのだ。
And the ones that are hanging, I'm supposing.
みんな忙しそうだな。
Hmm. 頑張ってみんな。
しかしどれも期月の夜に必要なものだからな。例えばここで制作している彫刻は先ほどファルカさんと設置場所を確認したものだ。
Gingetsu? I wonder if it's like there's an old book in Japanese called Ginga Tetsudo no Yoru, So I wonder if it's like playing on that too, with the name in Japanese. But I think I need to hear it one more, like a couple more times to really figure out. Sculpture being made over there. Miss Vark and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed. So that's the dia, I'm assuming. A spooning.
そうだったのか。こんなに大きいんだな。
It's big.
安心してくれ。人手はちゃんと手配しておく。完成次第連絡をくれればこちらで運ぼう。
I can already feel myself slipping into Japanese when I'm like hearing it more. It's so nice.
よろしく頼む。それからこちらでは伝統的な飴を準備しておる。
Ame? Confections.
カラフルで綺麗だな。一つ食べてみてもいいか？
I kind of love that, like, colorful is a Japanese word.
もちろんきっと口に合うはずだ。
Like they've just made it into one. I wonder what it tastes like.
おいら甘いものなら何でも好きだぞ。
もしこれがパイモンへの狂月の膳なら、もう立派な草月の子だな。
Yeah, she would have.
祭りの時期になるとナシャタウンではこうした草林の穂が見られるようになる。
Verdant crests. I don't remember what that is. What are the verdant crests? Verdant crests.
季月
Verdant.
の夜の到来は決まった時間ではないゆえ、大まかな推測しかできぬ。草林の穂や季月の花の変化で確認するのだ。
So it just depends on the conditions.
これらの変わる時を待つのも季月の夜の醍醐味だ。
So you have like things to wait for, things to do while you wait and stuff. That's cute. That one do be shiny. Wow, right. I forgot there was like a big one like that too.
これくらいにしておこう。実のところクータルが参加してくださるとは驚いた。以前草月の子にお誘いしたことがあるのだ。草月の子の人々に彼女を紹介し、家族のように暮らせると話したのだが、何も返答はなかった。そして今に至るまで草月の子に姿を現していない。
So that's the question we have the questions we have the answer to.
これがクータルの答えだと思っていたが、ならば今回の誘いに応じたというのは。
Speaking of answers, she asked us to pass along a message. There's no need.
そうか。
必要がない。あんたよ。
そうだな。
I guess.
クータルのご判断は正しいかもしれぬ。今の草月の子にはもう月神は必要ない。
Yeah, I don't think you do. You can worship the moon and stuff without worshipping the moon goddess. But yeah, sorry, my brain is just like jumping between all three languages at the moment.
信仰対象としての神になってもらおうというわけではなく、私はただクータルに居場所を持ってほしかっただけなのだが、顔を出したらまたファデュイを引きつけてしまう。迷惑をかけてしまうと配慮してくださったのやもしれぬ。
Probably.
だがそんな面倒事などさまつなことだ。クータルはここに生まれたというのに誰にも守ってもらえなかった。そのことが心苦しいのだ。
I get that, but I also don't think she's very untethered. I don't think she's really holding onto a grudge, so to speak.
口を挟ませてもらうが、旅立つ者には負担ではなく祝福を。
Yeah. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is.
月神の嬢ちゃんは
I think that I like that.
季月の夜の送別会に参加すると決めてくれたんだから、その選択を尊重してやればいい。
尊重しよう。
ふむ、一理ある。
Yes.
じきにここを離れるのだ
Just enjoy the time you have with her. That's all you need to do.
そういうこった。俺たちにできることは楽しい思い出を残してやることだけだ。
Yeah, exactly.
月に帰ったらもうこっちに戻ってこられないってわけでもないんだろ。
It's not like she can't come back and visit. I mean, maybe. Do we know that? Maybe the fact that she needs to like circumvent the false guy makes it difficult.
そうそう、ファルカの言う通りだ。お祭りっていうのは楽しいものなんだから、もっとシンプルに考えようぜ。
それじゃ俺はそろそろナシャタウンに戻るが一緒に来るか。そっちにも友達が何人かいるだろ。
This doesn't like we still need to find a way to protect her though.
ついてくぜ。じゃあな、ラウマ。
Bye.
感謝する
The
またな
the lighting got so dramatic like this. Wasn't really on purpose, but sure. A traveler needs blessings, not burdens. Sounds good in principle, but will blessings alone be enough for Columbina? Maybe we need to give her like a little souvenir. Something to keep memories in. A physical tether to memories, maybe. Where am I going? Nope, yes, nope, yes. I can't. Oh my god, it goes so much quicker. It's so fast now.
あれって、
Oh.
デュリンとアルベドとフリンズか？何の話をしてるんだ？
I forgot that I wasn't doing the voices, and so I was about to do it. It's nice for my throat to get a break though.
確かに珍しい組み合わせだな。
Entirely different. The Japanese is like, I don't know. This is rare. English is your guess is as good as mine.
大団長、
大団長。
旅人とパイモン。
旅人。
こんにちは。久しぶりだね。
久しぶり。
また調査団に
まあ、久しぶりじゃないな。
新たメンバーが増えそうですね。
Sorry, what investigation?
当ててみよう。正義のライトキーパーはついにアビスの竜に対抗するつもりだな。
The way he said wait was so fun.
そうとも言えますね。
What Abyss Dragon?
信じられないぞ。その返事、なんか前にも聞いたような。
Yeah, I don't know.
正確に言うと、おおむね合っているものの因果関係が違っています。
The facts match, but not the causality. I was like casualty. I was like, what do you mean the facts match, but not the whatever the cause is, or like the loss is.
合ってたのか？
This dude is so, I don't know. He's like a frat boy somehow.
お前が言ったんだろ。何驚いてるんだよ。半分しか当たってないじゃないか。
The Japanese was also like, well, you said it, don't be so surprised.
僕が説明するよ。僕たちはフリンズさんとナシャタウンの北の方で会ったんだ。
Okay. His eyes are also cool.
その時野外でアビスの魔物を見かけたんだけど、なんだか変だなって思った。魔物たちからアビスの気配が全く感じられなかったんだ。近づいて調べてみたら、それは実在する魔物じゃなくて、なんていうか、水面に映った影や蜃気楼みたいなものだったんだ。
Has something like absorbed the abyssal energy? Or is that from us beating Rerir, maybe?
それって逃げるけど触れないってことか？
Yeah, did they attack you?
そう、すごく変なんだ。叫んで 本気してこようとしてたけど、実際に接触してくることはなかった。
Sorry, I need something salty to eat. I have not had dinner. I had breakfast and then I had a banana. So I'm taking some corn.
聞いたことがある。窓くらいでは時々見られる現象らしいが、俺も詳しくはないな。
おっしゃる通り、期月の夜に近づくと窓くらいではそのような虚栄が見られるようになります。
Oh, in the lead up to the moon prayer nights. Is it like the thing we saw in Inazuma at one point? It's like memories leaking out of Irminsun?
距離が離れていると確かに本物と見まがうこともありますね。
They have a different color. What do you mean they appear real? They all have the same color otherwise. These look totally different.
僕が通りかかった時、ドゥリンさんとアルベドさんはアビスの魔物と戦っているように見えました。
I dropped one.
情報を共有し合ってもう一度調べたけど、虚栄は無害だと判明したから、過剰に警戒する必要はないよ。
I see. I'm glad they weren't real.
よく聞く話じゃ、
Unless they are.
動物とか石とか小屋とかなんだが、アビスの魔物の虚栄ってのは初めて聞いたな。
Yeah, normal mirages aren't typically in places like that.
同じくですので、もう少し他の場所の様子も見てみようかと。
どういう計画で動いてるんだ？
数日前、アリスさんから
Alice!
僕とドゥリンに実験に協力してほしいって連絡があったんだけど、
Why does that feel suspicious somehow?
その後連絡が取れなくなってしまってね。まあ、アリスさんをよく知っている者からすればいつものことだ。
Oh no, I think you guys can hear my chewing. How crackly that is. I'm sorry. Gotcha. I think we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. That is weird though. Yeah, it's not that weird for her, I guess, but like something could have happened.
風はいつ吹くかわからないけど、吹いたら必ずわかる。まさにアリスさんが表す言葉だよ。
Sorry.
確かにあいつらしいな。
Yep.
だったら一緒にこの虚栄について調べよう。ちと気がかりだ。それと俺たちよりも早くこの現象に気づいたやつがいるはずだ。
Nefa? Is that who it is?
そうですね。
I wouldn't be surprised.
情報の多さと速さに関して、などくらいであいつの右に出るやつはいないぞ。聞きに行こうぜ。ついでに気分の館のやつらもお祭りに招待しないとな。
Yeah. Let's go see Nefa. However I get there. Oh. Did not expect to go this direction, I guess. I'll follow it. Oh, I'm here now. Okay, I see. So just up the stairs. Or maybe this is more considered a ramp? Yeah. Hill. The music here does give like How to Train Your Dragon? Does that make sense? Like that's what it's like. Or maybe Brave. It's like Celtic slightly. Hello,
あんた
Nefa.
らの言う通りさ。確かに少し怪しいとは思ってね。
あんたは新しいよ。No, that's not correct. I forgot how she said it, but I just that was fun. She does sound slightly older though.
記録を調べてみると、期月の夜の前後はこういう虚栄現象が発生するものだと分かった。めったに見られない現象ではあるけどね。
Rare
どれ
sight.
くらい珍しいかというと、空を見たら偶然流れ星が見えて慌てて願い事をするくらいの頻度だ。
Negariboshi. I don't think I had heard that term before.
でも
Shooting
今
star.
回はそれくらいの幸運がないと見られないはずの競泳が大量に出現している。
I'm more likely the second, but let's see if that is because of Rerir or the Dottore.
ヤフォダがまだ外で情報を集めてるから先にわかる範囲で教えようか。
We can only wait and see.
まずはアビスについて。
Abyss.
この前僕たちが見た虚栄のことだよね。
ああ、大量の魔物が発生している場所がある。それに人間の虚栄まで出現しているらしい。
Humans
その
too.
光景はまるで誰かの死ぬ直前の記憶のようだそうだ。
This is what I was saying. Memories, like with the Irminsul, like memories coming back, like leaking out of Irminsul.
虚栄の魔物が同じ虚栄の人間を殺してるのか。
That's creepy.
そういうことさ。虚栄同士は影響し合うが、私たちに干渉する術はない。
I wonder if it's also like when we met that person in the past, kind of, where time was wonky. In Natlan, at the end of Natlan.
それから虚栄の人間たちについてだが、服装といい、語る内容といい、どうやら大昔の人間らしい。
Stories they tell.
彼らはヒュペルボレイヤを自称している。ラウマからちらっと名前は聞いたことあるけどね。
6,000 years
もしそれ
ago?
が本当なら6000年前からやってきたってことかね。
I was going to say maybe they know something about our spaceship then, but I don't think we crashed 6,000 years ago. We did crash a long time ago, but not 6,000. I don't think anyway. We couldn't have slept for that long.
6000 1、10、100、1000、6000年。
調べがいがありそうだね。
Why was that so cute? I know that like she was actually just like in English, just like, oh, why is it 6,000? But in Japanese she was like 1, 10, 100,000. She like had to count up, like she was trying to figure out how big it was.
アルベド、お前がいて助かった。そのあたりはお前に任せる。俺は騎士団が設立された後のことにしか興味ないからな。歴史の授業なんざずっと居眠りだ。
それほど遠い昔のものと交流できること自体
He seems
奇
very
跡と言えますね。
diligent in studying, eh? Yeah, that's true. They shouldn't have been able to understand the language. Like, I'm thinking of English, and when it started being, like, actually understandable, it's around Shakespeare's time, and that's only about 400 years.
私が興味あるのはこの情報がもたらすタッチだけさ。これも情報屋と考古学者の違いだね。この辺りの情報を整理すれば、あの誠実な英月師様から何かご褒美でももらえるかもね。
なるほどな。
Sheep.
さ
Sheep.
すが情報屋って感じだぜ。
手分けして行動するとしよう。
アビスの現象に関することは僕たち3人に任せて。
はい、僕もそのつもりでした。ライトキーパーの責務にも関わることですから。
Yeah.
僕は単純にアビスをもっと知りたいんだ。少しアビスに関する知識が増えるだけでもいい。
アビスを研究する機会も貴重だけど、古代人と交流する機会はめったにないよ。
ヒュペルボレイヤー
Contact with the
自
ancients.
分の館が担当しよう。苦労して集めた情報を整理してるんだから、何かしら独占情報をいただかないとね。
I was gonna say, I can't remember how old Albedo is. Like, he has a longer than human lifespan, right? But I can't remember how long he's been alive.
俺たちのチームだけ暇になったな。
Seems like a yeah. Wait, we're a team since when? Seems like it.
お前が栄誉騎士になったのはこれの奇跡だ。
そういえば今回の期月の夜にはコロンビーナも招待したんだ。ネフェルとヤフォダも遊びに来ないか？
こりゃまた意外な。
また意外な。
さすがだね、旅人。
She was saying like, oh, it's outside of my expectation
もちろん私
or
は
prediction.
街中お祭りムードに包まれる日だ。引きこもってたところで誰も商売の話はしに来ないだろうさ。
Probably
ヤホ
not.
ダも賑やかなところが大好きなんだ。きっと行きたがるよ。
やばいやばいやばい。
噂をすりゃ賑やかなのが来たね。
違う、本当にやばいんだ。なんか賑わってるな。とにかくみんな早く中に入ってくれ。
Are we not inside? Do we have to go further inside?
スターダストビーチに競泳が現れたんだ。宇宙船みたいな。宇宙船？
Ah, like arms? How did that become an actual thing though? So it's not just living things that become that come into this memory. Spaceship at Star Sand Shoal.
それってお前がテイワットに着陸した時に乗ってた宇宙船のことだよな。ほら、月髄を通して不時着した時の光景を見ただろ。なんだ、あんたらも知ってたのか。すっごい大発見だと思ったのに。待て、宇宙船に乗ってきたって？そっちの方がすごいじゃないか。
Now my mind is blown.
どうなってるんだ？自由に飛べるのか？
Oh my god. Maybe that's a conversation for next time. This is still a huge discover on your part.
そうだぞ、お前はすごいぞ。本当に一番、
2番。
お前のボスを除けば一番すごい情報やな。
Oh, that's her boss.
そうかな。あたい、そんなにすごいかな。
俺たちの目的地も
Their voices are quite similar. Yes. Let's go.
なぜそんな顔をする？おっと、宇宙船と俺に何の関係があるだなんて聞かないでくれよ。
He's like,
手
I
ぶらなのはかわいそうだと。
have ADHD and cannot sit still. Let me join, please.
そうだな。一緒に行こうぜ。
じゃあ
行こう行こう。
それぞれの調査が終わった
行
ら
こう。
ここに
I
戻
wanna
って
see
情報をまとめよう
The spaceship. What's it like? Where is it?
みんな良い収穫がありますように。
お前たちもな。
よし。行こう。早く逃げて。
どうしたんだ、姉さん。
逃げろ。
行かないのか？
I think that's
自分の館の情報やたるものが無償で情報を出すなんてね。
it's got a point. But yeah. I would. 走る。走ろ。That's what it is. It's not nigiro. Nigiro is like run away. It was like I'm saying the wrong word. ごめんね。Okay, where are we going? Star Sand Shoal. Oh, that's where that is. It's like, I know I've seen that on the map, I just don't know where it is. Who knows? I was like, is that where we... No. Ooh. Hello, person. I can do that later. Oh, there's a bunch of people. And like spirit people and animals and stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Falling that far. Can't wait for this to keeping up. Well.
本当にヤホダの言った通りだ。この巨影ってお前の宇宙船だよな。でもおかしいぞ。 なんで急にここに現れたんだ？どこかで映像を映し出してるのか、それとも今はもう本体は存在してなくて影だけが残ってるとか？
I'm not sure either, but I would like to take a closer look.
ついておったか。
ん？期月の夜の準備をしてたんじゃなかったのか？
Miss Lauma.
蒼月のこのものからスターダストビーチに奇妙な巨影が現れたと聞いてな。
Yeah, it's a
これまでになか
weird.
った形の巨影であるゆえ、調べてみる必要があると思ったのだ。
It looks like
そうそう、こういう
it should be in like
季節の夜の前後に現れるって聞いたけど、ラウマは何か理由とか知ってるか？
like a what's it called? Like something out of Star Wars, actually. Up there.
残念ながらこの影は触れ得ぬものだ。それに過去には人の形をした巨影など現れておらぬ。
Can't you speak with animals
情報
though?
は限られておるな。あくまで推測だが、おそらくこれらの巨影は空爆の上昇によって生まれるものだ。
Does
そ
that
れしかわからぬ。
does that maybe mean there's unusually a lot of Kuaki at the moment? Let's look around and see what we can find out.
そうだな。何がなんだかさっぱりだ。とりあえず調べてみようぜ。
No,
It's
that's
down.
the wrong direction. Sorry. Table leg is not stable. There we go. Yes. Like those spiky things look like they would be for aiming, shooting stuff. Can you interact with it? Looks like people were also pretty surprised to see it back then.
この子が我々のために情報をくれるはずだ。
Yeah, this is what I meant. You can speak with animals.
虚栄が
蒼月の子は動物と仲がいい上に言ってることがわかるって聞いてたが、こういう状況じゃ心強いな。
ふむ。ああ、わかった。これならどうだ？
Oh, look at that little cutie. It's so sweet looking.
ああ、言っちゃったぞ。
あの子も目の前の巨大な宇宙船に興味を持っておったようだ。故にあの子とその友に調査を手伝ってもらえるか
Investigating
頼ん
along
で
with some friends.
代わりにこの辺りでベリーがたくさん実っている場所を教えた。我々は巨影たちと異なる時間を生きておるが、植物が育つのに適した地形と気候はそうやすやすと変わらぬはずだ。
Maybe, but also wouldn't she have needed to say this out loud for the thing to understand it? Why would it? I don't know.
少し待とう。良い知らせが来るといいな。
After a few moments, Reinhold and his companion returned happily.
仲間と一緒ってことは収穫はまずまずだったようだな。
ああ、聞いてみよう。
聞いてみよう。Oh, look at it. It's so cute. I want it as a pet.
果実をたくさん見つけられたようだ。しばらく食に困らず暮らせるだろう。こちらの崖つのめどり
The
は
puffin.
空中を何周か飛び回ったが、宇宙船に関係ありそうなものは発見できなかったと言っておる。
確かに高く飛べば、オイラたちには見えないところも見えるもんな。
Hmm.
ああ、ただこの巨影たちが見ている世界はおそらく我々と異なる。
Yeah, it might be. It might not be the same world or the same times.
ベリーは両方の時空に存在するが、巨影たちの時空にしか存在せず、俺たちの目には見えないものもあるってことか。
Because we don't see the whole world, we only see small fragments. Indeed.
なるほど。そんなことまでわかるなんて。
And they might also be from a bunch of different times, so they might actually see things differently from each other too.
ノロツノライノは月の力を利用して石材を運ぶのが得意だが、その能力も宇宙船には通用しなかったようだ。
So not affected by
空
Kuaki?
間を試してみたが、自慢の穴掘りも歯が立たなかったらしい。皆の言葉をまとめると、宇宙船は頑丈で傷一つなく、 弱点も見当たらない。
Well defended from harm.
よく守っておるようだ。
守っておるようだ。
どうやらこいつらも宇宙船に対してなすすべがないようだな。
ああ、だが動物たちには感謝を伝えるべきだろう。
Shouldn't we try and like touch it? At least try to see if we can actually interact with it.
ご苦労だった。あとは地層を楽しむがよい。
Did it say go and enjoy your friends?
他にも人間の共栄が集まってる。話を聞いてみるとしよう。
I feel like that wasn't it. Enjoy your feast. See, dyslexia. Let's talk to the phantoms. These are nowadays people. You are not. Can we like... Nope, we run straight through it. That's kind of fun though. Oh, and then it like looks like there's stardust on it.
これって一体何なの？一度も動いたところを見たことないし、入ることもできないみたい。
さあな。じいさんに聞いた話じゃ、じいさんのじいさんが生きてた時代からずっとここを塞いでたらしいぞ。
It's been there for at least 2 generations. Then how come it's not there anymore? What happened to be able to move it?
じゃあそのじいさんのじいさんのそのまたおじいさんが生きてた時代は？
さあな。
さあな。
まあその頃からあったのかもしれないけどな。こんなにでかいやつが動くわけもないし。
But where did it move?
少なくともこいつらにとってはこの宇宙船はずっと前からここにあったみたいだな。
Also, 6,000 years ago, there should definitely have been some differences in like geology and stuff. I'm thinking of like the actual mountains and stuff. Because there's, yeah, like 6,000 years ago, there were woolly mammoths. I think. I might need to check up exactly when, but yes.
こいつを叩いて一かけらでも手に入れれば多分大儲けできるぞ。さあ、今日から大金持
Of
ち
course, there's these kind of people too.
おいらに言ってるのか？
おお、兄弟。
Kyodai.
一緒に人儲けしてやろう。
I love it when they call them Kyodai. Means sibling, but still.
いくらなんでも硬すぎる。一体何でできてるんだ？叩いても叩いてもびくともしない。
そうだな。こいつじゃ儲けられなそうだ。
お前楽しんでないか？
Well, of course he
俺が
is.
何をしようとこの競泳たちの認識を変えることはできない。それを確かめてたんだ。
He's also like I said, frat bro. He would be enjoying this. Varka is a frat bro. He would fully just jump into anyone who calls him brother.
ここにいる人たち
Sounds
と
weird.
話してみたが、みんななんとなく分かっただろう。これらの競泳は過去にここで実際に起きたことを記録してる。まるで実際に関わり合いを持てる舞台劇の中にいるような感じだ。会話はできるが、物語は決まった方向にしか進まない。
歴史というのはとうに過ぎ去った。
It's almost kind of like this game.
ふざけてるように見えて真面目に調査してたんだな。
He can multitask. I stand my point.
今んとこ宇宙船の競泳は目の前にあるものの、これ以上の情報は得られないってことだな。
If only this showed the moment when my sister was searching for me. Maybe then I could have discovered why she wasn't in the spaceship. True. Like, why was she not in there with him? Maybe she was at the beginning and then she left it? And that's when it was moved? I don't know. I'm theorizing. Or if it showed the moment when it disappeared, I might have found out who was piloting it and where they were headed. But no such luck. All we see is an arbitrary moment in time during its long stay here. But at least we know what it looks like now and where it was.
そう落ち込むな。少なくとも 宇宙船が実在した証にはなる。
Yes.
考えてもみろ。こんなに大勢の奴らが宇宙船を狙ってたのに、誰もその扉を開けられなかった。つまり相当頑丈に作られて
Maybe
たんだ。
it's also like DNA coded, so like it's only people, specific people who can access it. That's why I wanted us to touch it. So it was like maybe it activates something, but no, that didn't
宇
work.
宙船もそれにまつわる物語もどこかに隠されてるだけだ。
Just a matter of
いずれ見つけ
time.
出せる。
Thanks, Marka.
急に大団長らしくなったな。頼もしいぞ。
Yeah.
他の皆の調査は順調
Otherwise,
だ
he's just a frat bro.
ひとまず戻ろう。
ああ、モンド騎士チームが一番乗りなら飲み物をご馳走してやろう。
Again, frat boy proof.
いつの間にチーム名をつけたんだよ。
私もモンド騎士チームに入っていいのか？
大歓迎だ。こっちには教会もあるしな。
They got a cathedral ready for you? She gonna be the new, like, high priest of Venti?
おい、どうせバルバト
Yeah.
聞こえないからって変な冗談言うなよ。
あいつはそんなこと気にしないさ。
No, he definitely doesn't mind. If there's anyone who doesn't mind blasphemy, it's Venti. He's the most blasphemous god in this pantheon. I can't speak. I mean, it's not like you can interact with him. Ooh, but everything's vibrating around them. Did he sense something?
気持ちはよくわかりますが、僕たちは目の前の光景に干渉できないんです。もう分かったでしょう。
でもこれじゃダメだ。
これが何回目の失敗か。
Oh, baby. I mean, literally, but...
そんなの数えてないよ。
39回目だよ。この被害者だけでも5回目だ。でも虚栄に変化が生じた形跡は一切見られなかった。
I like his tail.
少し落ち着きましたか。野営の準備をしましょう。お水を飲んで一休みするんです。
Emotions are hard to
少
regulate.
し落ち着きましたか、ルリンさん。
い
Turin-san.
くつか聞きたいことがあるんだけど、いいかな？
Ask. I want more answers.
僕たちが今目にしてるこの悲劇は一体何？
多分カーン・ルイヤの災いの時代におけるなどくらいの様子じゃないかな。
Not quite during the Canrian Cataclysm. But that wasn't 6,000 years ago, no? That was 500 years.
カーン・ルイヤ。
Canrian.
まさにご存知の通り、アビスの力は好きさえあればそれを利用して激しく増大
Spreads
しま
like
す。
wildfire.
アビスははるか昔などくらいに蔓延し、数えきれないほどの最悪を引き起こしました。
Am I still
人
you
々は
kind
悲
of
惨な代償を払った末にやっとこの地を癒すことができたので
the
す。しかし500年前、テイワット全域がアビスの災いの影響を受け、この地も当然免れることはできず、
So it happened
また
before
一つ
that
傷
too.
口を増やしました。
So I'm wondering. I've been wondering this before, but like if it's circular.
そうだったんだね。
襲い来るアビスに比べれば、人もフェイも神も極めてちっぽけな存在でしかありません。
Human, Fae, or God.
今ご覧になった景色も数あるアビスの災いのほんの一瞬に過ぎないんですよ。
But then the question is also like, is it the one that was 500 years ago, or was there another one 6,000 years ago?
わかった。そういうことなら二つ目にしたかった質問は見当がつくよ。どうしてこんなに無力なのか。
Yeah, we can't travel in time yet.
目の前で起きているのが
I'm saying yet because I feel like you never
僕は
know.
そう思います。
僕に言わせれば歴史と運命にさほど違いはない。どちらもすでに決まったことだけど、運命は予見できないというだけだ。
Both are immutable.
最初から決まっていますからね。
Fate was determined long, long ago. Was it though? Or did someone determine it and lock you to it?
それとフリンズさん、他にも2つ質問がある。アビスの災いが何度も起きたというのなら、どうして目の前の災いがカーンルイヤ時代のものだと確信できるの？それに、どうしてこういう昔話を話すとき、それほどまでに冷静でいられるの？
Was he there during them?
僕の知る限り、フリンズさんは決して冷酷な人じゃない。
No. I wouldn't
苦
say
しんでる
yes.
人を平気で見ていられるはずがないのに。
僕はもう600年か700年生きているんですよ。
Yep, 600 or 700 years.
まさか。
今さら歴史に動揺することはありません。なぜなら真実を経験したからです。
ごめんなさい。
お気になさらず。溢れんばかりの情熱というのは素晴らしいものです。それはい
You may
つの
find
日
it
か
in terribly short
望
supply.
んでも得難いものに。
That is somehow very sad.
僕からも一つお聞きしたい。無礼と思われるかもしれませんが、それでも聞いておきたいんです。ドゥリンさんのアビスに対する好奇心は憎しみによるものですか？それともアビスに招かれる感覚を感じるからでしょうか？
It's really funny that like the sound is Japanese, like the voices go in like the amount of time that the Japanese does, but it seems like the mouths only move as much as the English like text.
僕は一時期ランプの中に月の狩人の心臓の破片をしまっていました。ですのでアビスの力が傍らにあることの苦痛は
It
よく
would be a
わかり
burden.
ます。僕にはあなたの体内にあるアビスの力のうなり声が聞こえます。僕からすればあなたの存在そのものが奇跡です。
正直に言うと、僕にもよくわからないし、答えられる自信もないよ。でも僕からすれば、目の前に広がる光景は単にアビスだけの問題じゃないんだ。
This is not the only issue that haunts me.
僕でなかった時から、僕は果たして存在すべきものなのかという問いにずっと囚われてた。
You do, and that's what matters.
胸に残ったままだ。でも月の狩人と戦った時、少しはっきりした気がするんだ。禁忌に満ちたものだからこそ不可能なことも成し遂げられるんだって。
Maybe.
先ほどその思いを感じ取りました。あなたも見届ける覚悟があるんでしょう。
僕は彼と似ているからね。
そうですか。では一刻も早く困難を乗り越え、一歩先に進めますように。
Do the two of them, like Albedo and Dwalin? Dwalin? No, Yo? Yeah, that's his name, right? Do they mirror Renee and Elaine? Was the name right? Is that like, are they supposed to mirror them, or like be a mirror of what they were, like the story we heard at the beginning, but like in the beginning?
休憩できたら戻りましょう。あ、そうそう。僕の歴史の件はどうかご内密に。
I think they know. I mean, we know, at least.
まさ
Go
か
so quickly.
満場一致の結論にたどり着けるなんてな。
Hooray for consensus!
計画は思ったより少なかったぞ。古代人と話せるチャンスだと思ったのに、ちょっとしか喋ってくれないんだもんな。
I'm gonna be honest. I did not think for a long while that motherlode was an actual word. Because all I ever heard it from was the cheat in Sims. That is where I knew it from. And I was like, is that an actual thing? I did not realize it was like an actual word and not just for the game.
好きとかなん なんとかかんとかわけわかんないことばっか。昔の人たちって迷信深くない
If
か
you
な。
screw with the slurs? I mean, I think everyone does.
虚栄が記録した映像はどれも短すぎたな。
My family has a saying that is lite knäpp mår man bäst. Or in I translated it into Japanese as chotto hen wa chodo ii. Or like a little bit crazy is the best, or like the healthiest. A little bit crazy is the healthiest for you. So I feel like calling everyone back then a loose screw is a bit harsh.
数千年前から続いていた輝かしい文明時代といえども、ごく一部分しか見られないようでは価値は見出
It's
せない。
hard to make a big picture out of just
虚栄は現実に悪影
a
響
couple
を与えない
pictures,
ってことが分かった
pixels.
のは良かったな。これで貴月の夜の宴を思う存分楽しめるぞ。
それはオイラも賛成だ。
Not just because it's the first thing she understood in the whole conversations. That's so sad. Paimon! Why do I pity her suddenly?
そりゃそうさ。これだけみんなでアクセク働いたのに、美味しい思いをするのは英月様だけじゃないか。
Eigetsu.
必ずやヒュペルボレイヤの記録を共有するのだ。それは蒼月のこの文献に意義あるものとして記録されるであろ
Yeah,
う。
that's fair.
そういや、確かにヒュペルボレイヤとか言ってたな。
Keep it putting
しかし、この記録を価値ある研究材料として扱えるのは蒼月の子を十
Yeah.
分に知っている者のみだ。
You need more.
自分の館の棚に置いていたところで黄ばんでゆくだけの紙くずにしかならぬ。賢いそなたならここは協力して利益を山分けするのが最善だと考えるであろう。そこまで言わなくても分かってる。それで決まりだ。
え、ただで情報を提供しないって。ああ、すみません。もう黙るから。
もう黙る。
ちいちレベルを怒らせるなよ。
It's really not. Oh,
貴
my
月の夜の
camera
話
died.
に戻ろう。
Exactly 2
毎年恒例の
hours.
飾り付けの他に
We'll finish
何
this
か
now.
特別なものを用意するのはどうだ？
送別のプレゼントのこと？
それならやっぱり食べ物だろう。ああ、でも
Does food go bad?
すぐに腐っちゃうか？
腐っちゃう。腐
ラン
っちゃう。
プを送るのはいかがでしょう。月は暗いと思われますので。
It might be
ランプを
dark.
月に持って行っても明かりがつく保証はない。魔法石とかがあったら頼も
I
しいんだ
do love that they're just like arguing about what to like give her. I forgot. I forgot that I do not have a touchpad. There we go. I was trying to do. Nope, that's not the right one. Camera. There we go. Now I should be able to see a bit more. And they're like, food, will it go bad? Lantern, so she can see, but also the moon is hit by light quite a bit. Magical stones might be better, because there's no oxygen. Who knows?
フォンテーヌのクロックワークマシナリーの模型はどうだ？うちにはたくさんあって暇な時に戦わせてるんだぜ。
Fighting practice.
どれも彼女の好みだとは思えないね。とはいえ、交流が少なすぎて何がいいのやら。
Yeah. I think Nefer might be right. I think we might need to get her something other than that.
そうだな。ここはやはり彼女の好みに合わせるのが一番だ。
They're all looking at us.
なんだよ、その期待の眼差しは。
Okay, I got it. Find a chance to ask her.
じゃあ決まりだな。
決まりだな。
俺はドリーのところに行ってくれ。祭りに向けていろいろ揃えないとな。
Okay, so wait. Shadowing is like an actual technique for learning a language. It's like where you hear sentences and words and you repeat them. But I hadn't realized how often I do that.
私たちもそれぞれ動くとしよう。クータルの好みが判明したら連絡してくれ。
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's my line, Durin. Durin, not Valin. That's the the other dragon. Durin, you seem a little down.
アビスの災いを目の当たりにしてちょっと動揺しているんだ。
動揺。
でも大丈夫。これは僕が自分で乗り越えなきゃいけない壁だから頑張るよ。心配してくれてありがとう。
Like, it would be kind of a hard thing to witness in general, but then like extra because he knows that what the abyss is also in him, so it would be even harder to like reconcile what he's seeing with who he is, kind of.
具合が悪くなったら言うんだぞ。体もそうだけど気持ちの面でも。
Don't forget, I'm a member of the Knights of Favonius. You can always rely on me.
子供扱いしないでよ。
We're not treating you like a kid, we're treating you like a friend. There's a difference. Okay, given that my camera has died, I will stop streaming here for today and be back tomorrow. I will probably go and have something to eat as dinner now. I probably need that. But yes, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you some other time, and please take care of yourselves, my stars.